Okay, it's working.
Well, this article is titled God is Orderly. Knowing God for who He is, what He's like, is essential for us if we're to follow Him with wisdom and understanding. One thing that stands out as being true about God is that He is orderly. His created universe is orderly. Those that study the stars have terms like the laws of physics. The numbers they use to calculate are super reliable. An example is the speed of light. From every vantage point, it is the same. It is constant. It is the ultimate speed. Nothing is faster. It is combined with time and used as a measurement. The distance light would travel in a year is called a light year. There is order in the universe and on Earth due to the reliability of gravity. It is always in effect. In layman's terms, it gives objects weight. Gravity gives everything weight. We never expect anything to float off and just linger. Where's the cat? Have you seen the cat? There she is, stretched out above the plum tree. No, gravity always works. Gravity exerts force on massive amounts of hydrogen with such might that two hydrogen atoms are forced together to form helium. It is called fusion. Tremendous energy is released in the form of heat and light. We know it as a star. It has happened hundreds of billions of times. It is a dramatic but very predictable and orderly. God set it up. The periodic chart arranges all of the elements in a systematic order according to their atomic structure. Each element has unique characteristics by its makeup of electrons and protons and neutrons. The elements proceed across the chart in orderly fashion. Some rare elusive elements were anticipated due to the vacant spot on the chart they were expected to fill. As predicted, they fit like that in perfectly order. The elements are building blocks for everything. They're not random or chaotic, but orderly and predictable. God's ordering of the elements was a display of His orderly manner. God is orderly. Reproduction is very orderly. God created male and female. Each had half of the DNA code, and when sperm and egg connected, the DNA combined and completed the code. A unique new individual could now develop and grow. The process is very orderly. The outcome is predictable. The new baby has characteristics from both mom and dad. It's orderly, it works, as evidenced by 8 billion souls alive on earth today. Winter gives way to springtime and the garden is planted. Tiny seeds planted in neat rows soon sprout, and there's high hopes for the carrots, radishes, squash, and beans to put food on the table. A tiny seed, warm soil, frequent watering, and the seed sprouts. How the seed can spring to life is a mystery, and each seed is true to the picture on the packet. Carrot seed produces carrots. No mistake, no crossovers, very orderly. What God put in place is very orderly. There's no chaos or fretful worry. We know what to expect. We can count on order. God has told us through the Bible what to expect as we journey through life. We will likely live 70 or 80 years and then we die. A small percentage will live a little bit longer. When we die, there will be continued life of soul and spirit, heaven and hell. Destinations are only two, based on our belief and corresponding lifestyle. Reject God, shun Jesus and his shed blood, results in separation from God. We know as hell. Surrender and obedience and faith secure a heavenly home. He stated these options very clearly. Life need not be filled with fear of death or anxiety as old age approaches. We are completely free to make our choices. God clearly has stated the plan. The plan is clear. The choice is ours. Very orderly. Order gives rise to predictability. We can know what to expect. We can plan and schedule and launch a project. When order reigns, we can proceed with confidence. Order gives stability and reasonable expectation of results. If chaos, confusion, upheaval exist, it's probably the result of ignoring God's orderly ways. God created an orderly universe, an orderly earth, and orderly functioning of our bodies. Order surrounds us on every side. The sun rises every morning, rivers flow, clouds rain, flowers bloom, bees make honey, babies grow, sleep refreshes, faith anchors us in joy with joy or in storm. God being orderly, his very nature being orderly, is foundation to all of life. Praising orderly God is appropriate on every level. It is a must in the order of things. There you have it. God is orderly.
You said you wrote that in the middle of July? Probably.
Yeah, that was 7/21/25.
I'm still amazed you just write that out. I don't see any scribble marks or anything there.
Couple.
Okay.